Hi guys, so you may wonder why I'm filming on a really lousy camera, why I'm in black and white, and why I look horrible and my hair is an absolute mess. Well, I've had a really crazy morning, to say the least. Actually, right now it's 6 a.m. I actually ended up being taken to the hospital by ambulance at 3 in the morning. Last night, for whatever reason, my blood pressure shot up to 170 over 110, which is the highest, almost the highest it's ever been. It's actually been higher than that years ago when I was taking mitadrine, but it's never been this high on its own. And I had a pounding headache, and I couldn't hear, and it was terrifying. I've been really weak since Friday of last week, weak and dizzy and kind of falling all over the place and not doing well. And it's amazing because you guys saw me on Thursday and I was doing really good. My doctor's saying that it has a lot to do with dosing and just finding the right dose. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm getting discouraged. I mean, it's nice when I'm having a good day. I feel like things are changing and I'm going in the right direction, but when I'm having a bad day, I feel so far from finding answers and from getting better, as you can imagine. I guess I just wanted to make this video because I wanted to tell you guys that I have been really down in the dumps about my health. Just about my health and feeling really discouraged because there's so much that I want to be doing, and this week was not a fun week at all. But I was driving home with my dad and there was a beautiful sunset, and there's a beautiful sunrise, and I haven't seen the sunrise in years because I never get up early enough to see it. And it was beautiful. I mean, it was so orange and so vivid, and we were driving right into it. And it made me realize that no matter how bad our days are, and I know that you guys have bad days, and a lot of you out there have it so much worse than I do, but I just want to remind everybody that every day is a new day, and just because you have a bad day or a bad week or a bad month or a bad year, it doesn't mean that it's always going to be that way. I was also kind of thinking about how, and I was joking with somebody about this the other day, I forget who, but I was saying that I feel like Hannah Montana sometimes, because on one hand I have a life where I'm trying to be healthy and normal, and back when I was going to school I would take classes. I was taking my classes and everybody walking by me would think that I was normal. Everybody who talked to me had no idea of this whole other life that I have where I'm sick. And there I was in the hospital tonight wearing this ugly nightgown and bare feet and like very, very helpless. I was kind of comparing my two lives, the life that I have on days where I'm doing well and the life that I have on days when I'm not doing well. And that's why it's so hard for us to make friendships and to get in relationships, because we're constantly flip-flopping. And obviously that's something that breaks my heart on a daily basis. I want to be the best me I can be. I want to be energetic. I want to be able to be there for people. And I want to be myself, and sometimes I don't have the energy to do that. There is a certain blessing that comes with having two lives almost, or seeing two different sides of life. I don't want to say that we get the best of both worlds, because there's nothing good and pleasant about being sick, but I will say that, and I've said this in my videos in so many different ways, but sometimes I feel like our lives, because we're sick and because each day is a struggle and we don't take anything for granted because we can't, our lives are so different that it's almost like we're a whole different group of people. And I have a friend, Sam, who has Parkinson's, and he just turned 49 and he lives in a nursing home. And when I started volunteering and got to know him when I was 16, I remember thinking, Sam's life is a whole different world. People who are healthy, people who are out and about and busy and working, and you know, they don't have time to think about the fact that people like Sam exist. That some people actually get so sick that they are put in nursing homes, and they just look forward to a glass of orange juice in the morning or a good movie, and these tiny, tiny things like playing bingo are so important to him. And I remember cherishing that about him and admiring it, but I couldn't understand it. And then I got sick, and I guess I kind of feel like I'm part of that world, his world now, where I know what that's like, and I can kind of look him in the eyes and understand what he means, or why he is the way he is, or why he likes what he likes, and why little things are so big to him. There's a certain depth that we acquire because we're so sick, and because we can't take anything for granted, and because every day is so fragile, and because we are so fragile. And even though we're fragile and we're put in these situations where we're so helpless, laying in a hospital bed, and you're laying there and you feel so helpless and so small, but at the same time we're so strong. And I know that might sound crazy, but we are part of something, of a group of people who understand and see something that ordinary healthy people don't see, and that is how fragile life is. That is a blessing. So even though it sometimes feels like you're living two lives and it's frustrating and I hate it, so that's it for my video today, and I'm sorry it was just not very good, but that's all I'm going to be posting, because tomorrow I am going to sleep. Actually today I'm going to sleep, because right now it's 6:30 and I have got to go. Guys, and I hope you're all doing well, and thank you so much for listening.